Hello and welcome back to another episode here on Kapp Tech. Today we're going to look at our Compendium of ludicrously named things. Thanks so much for joining us. That's right, ladies. I said Compendium. How do you like that lexicon? Welcome to Kapp Tech. Now I want to make it clear that I'm not just picking the low-hanging fruit here. I have been traveling all over looking for ludicrously named things. I mean, in Illinois, one hardly has to leave their own yard to find ludicrously named things. I mean, Grand Ridge, Illinois is neither grand or a ridge. It's named after another Grand Ridge in Florida, but that's like 150 yards from sea level. Anyway, Ottawa, Illinois also has giant Lincoln Douglas statues in the park, but we keep them in freaking a park named after Washington. And then in southern Illinois, God's country, if you will, right outside of Woodlawn, there's a little township called Roaches. Roaches. Now that doesn't make sense. But heck, Illinois doesn't have a monopoly on ridiculous or ludicrous team names for high school teams by any long stretch. Chinook High School in Montana has the Sugar Beaters, although Illinois can hang its hat on both the Apple Knockers and the Corn Jerkers. But Minnesota has the Awesome Blossoms. If you think that's bad, how about the Honkers from Yuba City, or the Imps from North Carolina, or the Mighty Bunnies from Nebraska? Still not ludicrous enough for you? How about the Nimrods from Michigan, the Orphans from our own Centralia High, or the Purple Pounders from Chattanooga, Tennessee? And then on top of that, we do have the Winged Beavers from Connecticut as well. Also ludicrously named, we have the Wooden Shoes from Teutopolis, Illinois, formerly the Pekin Chinks from Pekin, Illinois, and of course the Hutto Hippos from Hutto, Texas. Go Hippos! But we can find ludicrous names all over the map. We don't have to pick on the high school teams. Let's look at some town names from across the United States that are simply, well, ludicrous. Think I'm kidding? Well, I want to remind you that geology, well, it may rock, but geography is where it's at. So these ludicrous towns are named No Name, Colorado, Hazardville, Connecticut, Screamer, Alabama, Unalaska, Alaska, Nothing, Arizona, Smackover, Arkansas, and, true story, Rough and Ready, California. Are we done with this list yet, Kapp? This is stupid. Well, no, we're not done. We haven't talked about Climax, Georgia, or Two Egg, Florida, or Slick Poo, Idaho, all ludicrously named. Got any more of these ludicrous names, you ask? I'm simply fascinated, you're thinking. Yes, glad you asked. How about Wheat Cheer, Iowa, You Need Us, Louisiana, Gas, Kansas, or Burnt Porcupine, Maine? True story. But wait, there's more. How about Hell, Michigan, Hot Coffee, Mississippi, or Tightwad, Missouri? Is your thirst for this still not quenched, you sick puppy? How about Never Sink, New York, Why Not, North Carolina, or, and I couldn't make this up, Knock 'em Stiff, Ohio? Gosh, you can't get enough. It's getting painful. How about Intercourse, Pennsylvania, Ketchup Town, South Carolina, And I'm going to go ahead and purposefully mispronounce something ever so slightly. Mud Butt, South Dakota. Even I have enough sense to know that it's about time to wrap this list up, but not before we talk about Ding Dong, Texas, or Mexican Hat, Utah, or Satan's Kingdom, Vermont. So Kapp Tech couldn't be more excited to have an old friend and somewhat of a celebrity in the studio tonight. Mr. Nashville Clark. Nashville, it's good to see you. I'm glad you could make a little time to come on the program. Anyway, I'm ecstatic that Nashville Clark was able to join us. I'm a little surprised because the last I heard he ran off with a meditation cult group, whatever the polite word is, down in Austin. But anyway, Nashville Clark, we are glad to have you back, and we'd like you to take us through everything in music and or Texas that is ludicrously titled.
Thank you for that warm introduction, Kapp. I'm glad to hear you're ecstatic. I didn't think you were capable. And howdy, folks. My name is Nashville Clark, but I prefer to be called J.L. Robinson. That's J.L. Robinson. I currently reside in Austin, Texas, and been here damn near 20 years. I didn't always talk like this. There's just something about Texas that just seeps into your bones. You'll start picking up the local tongue, saying things like howdy and y'all and fixin'. Anyway, I moved down here from Illinois, and I got to tell you, the S is silent, people. It's Illinois, not Illinois. Get it right. So, I decided to come down to Austin to try that big city life. So here I am, a Yankee, in a liberal city in the South. Go figure. Howdy again, y'all. I'm here to talk about ludicrously named things in Texas. And today we're talking about the New Braunfels High School mascot, the Unicorns. Now, for a high school mascot, you want a name that's associated with something fierce, or powerful, or formidable. And you may say, hey, JL, it's just a name. And to that I'd have to disagree. There's a small psychological factor in a name, and that is important. For example, the aforementioned New Braunfels Unicorns. I'm sorry, but there's nothing fierce, powerful, or formidable about a unicorn. When I think of unicorn, I think of a pretty white equine with the flimsy ass horn, fairy dust, and rainbow skittles shooting out of its ass. I ain't intimidated. Now let's contrast this with a little more aggressive mascot, like a hornet or a panther. What comes to mind when you hear hornet or panther? That's right, fear. You see a hornet or a panther, you turn around and skedaddle. So think about this. Next Friday night when your football team is playing, would you rather play the Unicorns or the Hornets? Exactly. You want to play the Unicorns. Chalk one up in the W column. Alright, folks, I'm getting ready to hand this back over to Kappelman, or Kapp Tech as he known. Hey, wait! Get your damn hands off me, Kappelman. I ain't finished yet. I know you want the mic back so you can listen to yourself talk. I swear some people just love listening to themselves talk. Anyway, what I was going to say before Kappelman got all handsy over here was, if you could please post the name of a high school mascot in the comment section below this YouTube video. I'd love to know if there's a mascot out there kookier than the damn unicorns.
Oh my goodness, thanks for coming into the studio today, Nashville Clark. I found your reporting to be both robust and profound on this topic. Anyway, from those of us at Kapp Tech, we wanted to thank our audience today, and of course Nashville Clark for joining us. Thanks so much for watching. Please check out some of our other material. Thank you again so much for watching Kapp Tech. I just wanted to remind everybody to subscribe. The end.